Welcome back to our life out in the country. We are inside our mobile home and inside our living room. We had somebody ask us just recently to see the living room. Mm-hmm. We never really show it because there's nothing really in here. It's, just a big open room. You guys might have seen it in our tour videos. And it's just dark in here. Usually we film at night because during the morning we're working and taking care of personal stuff. By the time we get filming, it's starting to get toward the evening more, and our living room doesn't have any ceiling lights. Now, you can see these lights over here. We actually installed these because this room had no lighting, and we used to have our desks right here, 2 desks. So we wanted light over our desks so we could see what we were doing. Mm-hmm. Well, we've been rearranging the house, trying to get ready to sell. We want it to be clean, functional, and just normal. So we moved our desks to this side of the room. We have 2 desks over here. Ignore this wire for a second. We're going to talk about that in a minute. This is a cool thing that we just stumbled upon. We've been here for 8 months.
Yeah.
We've lived here for 8 months and we just discovered this. So you can see our ceiling. No ceiling light. Just a big blank ceiling. And that's been a big trouble in this room since we moved in. Now over here by the hallway, there was always this blank plate. Let me move over here. And we kind of figured it used to be a light switch because it's at the right height for our light switch. But there was no lights. You can see the ceiling's like blank, so we were kind of confused about it. I popped it open and you can see that it has wires in there, and these 2 wires are, one of them's live, so that means that there was a switch here and it went somewhere. While we were like kind of looking around, moving stuff around, we noticed, and I mean we knew it was there I guess, but we just never paid attention to it. There was another cover up here. We pulled this off and we found this wire inside our wall. I pulled it out. Yeah, it looks a little crazy, but it's still a good wire, and I bet it hooks to that switch. So me and Ashley have been looking for real estate. We're looking at properties currently every day. We're just trying to see what we can find. And in our search for a new home, we have found some listings of mobile homes just like this one. Old Holly Park homes, which are set up the same. One of the homes was very similar to ours, and we noticed something interesting in it. On this wall in their living room, they had a big framed mirror on the wall. And above the mirror, it was a built-in light. It was like surrounded by wood, and the light would shine up. That's what I think that went to, because we actually can see the screw holes in the wall. There used to, let me back up so you can see better. It's a big wall. There used to be a mirror right here with a light above it, like a fluorescent tube. This is our plan. We can put a ceiling light in this room after all.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is turn this into an outlet controlled by a switch over here. And we're going to plug in a swag lighting that's going to swag its way over to the center of the room.
Swag its way over.
Yep. So that's our plan right now. I'm super excited to get this going. We're going to take you outside and show you what we found at the store. This is what we got. First things first, this is a swag light. Look at this. We could have made one, but this one is pre-swagged. It's got a plug and everything. So we picked it up and we think it's got a cool vintage style. We're going to show you it when we open it. We're hoping it looks good.
I think it will. I mean, it looks like it just goes with the vintage.
You're not even going to know that it's new. It's going to be crazy. They're going to want to replace it when they move in because they're going to say, ew, that's outdated.
They're going to think it's like 40 years old.
Yeah. So get that out and check this out. That's for a project in the garage I got to fix. We found this at the store. We were looking for a doormat because we don't have one. And you guys were right. We're tracking in stones from the house and dust. There's little dusty footprints coming into our living room.
Yeah, and it hasn't rained yet, so the dust can't wash away.
We went to the store and we were looking for
a doormat.
Now Ashley wanted one of these brown ones, but I wanted one with some color and some excitement, and we were undecided. And then we saw this one marked down on clearance. Check it out. It's red and white. And what do we have up here?
Just like the trailer.
This was made for us, and it only costs like $6 638?
Yep.
Let's try it.
Cool.
Do you center it on the look. Do you center it on the door or the steps? Door, I guess, right?
Yeah.
That is so cool to find a red and white welcome mat.
Yeah.
So now we're invited in. Did you get the other stuff?
Hey, Grumpy. Do you like our new floor mat? Want some treats? Here. Grumpy. Yeah.
Hi, Grumpy Man.
His collar is like totally demolished.
Mm-hmm.
How's that? Huh? Grumpy man.
Okay, so I'm gonna shove these right back in the hole temporarily so that I can mark the hole easier. And I'm gonna be using this old work box. Basically, it's just gonna clamp right to the paneling. So I'll show you how it works, but we're just gonna kind of mark it out. I say I have a stud right here, so I'll just line it up kind of on the side of that hole. That'll work. So I kind of have my markings. It's a little sloppy. I just couldn't decide how I wanted to cut it. One thing to make sure is that if you're tracing it, you got to remember that when it goes in, it'll be backwards. So like this lump will be on this side.
Yeah.
What I did was I just shoved the wires over as far as I could, and I can't even feel them anymore, honestly. But you want to make sure when you're cutting, those wires are not going to be where the blade is. I just want to make sure the wires aren't shimmying over from the vibration. Let's see if it fits. Oh, just hitting that fin. Good. Look at that. Perfect fit. There. So this is coming down from the top. This thing really should go. In fact, I think it will. This tab is what holds the wire in. Let me strip that wire. Picture if the switch didn't even go to this.
What else would it go to,
I
though?
don't know. There we go. Oops. I'm just going to tighten these tabs. There it is. And now for the fun part, we're going to put an outlet in, and I got a brown outlet to match the rest of the outlets in the house. You won't even know this is new. This is going to blend in so nicely. Neutral wire is your white. Put that on the same side as your ground. You'll see the ground and the white, that goes on one side, and the black goes on the other. There it is. For this, I should have pulled these tabs off so it could lay flatter. You want me to pull them off?
Maybe.
See how that sits in there now?
Oh, yeah. In the space.
Instead of sitting on top of it. The finishing touch.
Nice.
Perfect.
You wouldn't even know.
Wait, I gotta straighten this.
So now it's all ready, we just have to put up the light.
Nope, we have to put in the switch. We still need a switch. So, over to this side. This side is a little annoying because I cut these wires a little short, but there's plenty of length for what we need to do. This is going to be exciting to see.
Yeah.
If it works. There it is. And let me get the ground wire out. Safety, don't you know? But at least they left it all intact. It should work, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
If we didn't find that picture, we wouldn't have ever known. Ah, what am I doing? Let's pull these tabs off again. I like it when they sit
I
in
was
there.
gonna say that.
They serve no purpose for me. There that is. Is it in there? There that is. There it is.
Good.
This is exciting. It's a little
Now-
crooked, but that's their box. I can't.
Now we can put the light up.
Let's open it and see how it looks. Alright. The box inside the box. Alright. So we've been talking about it, and I think this is where it's going to go. We're going to go center of the room this way, and just about center of the room this way. So this should be close to the center. We're going to put it on one of these lines because that's where the joists are. So I have something solid to hook into. I hope it looks right.
It will.
Look at these fancy hooks it comes with.
Wow. Cool.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Do you want this kind of high like this?
Yeah.
So it's not hanging down too low?
Yeah, I don't like when lights are too low.
And we can adjust it finally when it's in place.
Yeah.
I might choose a toggle hook because I don't think there's I don't know what there is here.
So the second hook goes directly above the outlet.
So we're putting a hook up here somewhere. Nice. Get in there. Little snug. Ruining our vintage ceilings. For the greater good. Mm-hmm. Hopefully. It can be patched. That's good?
Yep.
Good.
Cool.
We,
True.
we better put the light up
Yeah.
and really test it before we decide where to hang this. You guys ready for the reveal? I know you saw the box, but let's open this up. Check this out. It's not a perfect tone match, but it's got a really cool
Vintage vibe.
like wood grain. The shade inside. I think that's gonna look awesome.
Yeah.
Alright, and let me put it so that the seam is this way so you don't notice it as much.
Yeah.
And I'll tighten this up some more. Do you want it up a little higher or do you want to
A
lower?
little higher. That looks good.
I think so. You know what? Let's unhook that chain so I don't have that extra weight on it. And it looks like odd.
Yeah.
Three more to go. So we just went through the work of taking the extra chain off, and we had to open up quite a few links to get it off easily. But it's worth the work to have a nice clean look, because otherwise the chain's gonna just look sloppy like you
Yeah.
didn't know how to finish it. Okay.
That's good. Wow, now it's all ready.
So I'm gonna plug it in. And that's off. We're assuming this switch is on? Off? I don't know.
So we'll just have to see.
Yeah. And let's put our bulb in. We got a big LED 100-watt bulb. Should we clean up or just test it out?
Test it out.
Okay. Moment of truth. You ready?
Yep. Woo!
Cool. That did work.
Awesome. This
Yeah.
room has a proper ceiling light now.
Yeah.
It hasn't had that in a long
Can you
time.
turn these off? It's hard to tell because the light's still coming in the windows, but that's kind of cool.
Awesome.
That install went so well, and I'm so happy. I took a chance on just kind of wiring up the switch and the outlet. We didn't actually know if it was going to work. We didn't test this beforehand. We love doing that with you guys. We did that with the lawnmower. We do it with all kinds of things. We just go for it, and we say, if it works, good. If not, we're going to look a little silly.
Yeah.
Luckily, things work out pretty well, but you can see it's getting super dark in here. But luckily, we have our light.
So
And
awesome.
it is looking really cool.
It goes so good with this room.
This wire, it actually doesn't look that bad. I was worried about it. It'll straighten out with time. All those little kinks will come out of it.
It just goes so perfectly with this, like, vintage
Doesn't it look?
theme.
Yeah, it looks like it belongs.
Yeah.
It's got that same kind of wood paneling vibe. You see that? Look how cool. Let me see if I can catch it. Different angle.
Oh, it looks so good. Everything looks so good in here, like the couch, everything.
Yeah, we still have our couch. Did you guys know? We brought this with us from Kokomo. We found this at a thrift store. Vintage couch. Matches our rug. Matches our wall. Matches that thing.
Matches the crewel I did, which we still have to hang.
Ashley, yeah, let's show your thing. What can we say? We like string art.
I did this 3 years ago. It was a kit. And then we have this. This is also string art.
Thrift store. We didn't make that one.
Yeah.
And you guys, stop telling us to paint the paneling. Look how awesome it
Oh,
looks.
everything ties in so awesome.
Come on, this is clean. Let me see this. Look at
Remember, we don't have the fake paneling. This is real wood. So, we love it. That was fun. I like that.
that. Yeah. So in case you're wondering what I did up here, basically there's a zip tie You put on the cord right there. And then you use this S hook that comes with the lamp, and this has rubber on it. So it protects it from rubbing. You don't want metal, wearing a hole in your wire. And then right here, I just had this laying around. I thought, oh, that would work. And this is just a little self-adhesive clamp or wire. It's for wire organization. So I just stuck that to the wall. It holds the wire. And I zip tied a couple of zip ties around this extra wire just to neaten it up. That doesn't look bad.
I'm just like amazed at how cool that looks.
The benefit of this system is that the next people can actually change it out very easily, unplug it. They could also add more lights to that outlet if they wanted to. So I hope you guys liked our light install video today. Let us know in the comments below. Do you like the light? Do you think it goes well with the trailer? What do you think? Does it give this room what it needs? Because we want a big first impression when people come in to view our home. And we felt like the room was lacking without a ceiling light.
Yeah.
And this was a really easy, quick way to add a ceiling light without having to cut holes and run wiring and all that crazy stuff. It went really smoothly. We're so happy that they left the wires intact on the wall and they just covered them up.
Yeah.
And that made our job a lot easier. And I'm glad we just thought of this at the last minute. Again, we lived here for 8 months.
And we thought of this like yesterday.
And now we say, ding, I have an idea.
Yeah.
So another project done that we weren't even expecting. It looks good. We got our welcome mat outside. That looks good. We're almost there. That's all we have for today though. So until next time, take care.
Bye.